Hey, what's going on everybody? My name is Deeks and welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Heart of the Storm broadcast here on the very big map. Not very big map, but a big map nonetheless. It is going to be Whirlwind, and it is going to be the red Terran players pointing down here in the lower right. It is Team LiquidTaeJa, an extremely strong player, but in the upper right it is going to be the blue Zerg player, and also a very strong player. It is going to be Incredible Miracles, Nestea, very good player. And of course they said some stuff at the beginning that's Korean. I don't read Korean, even though I wish I did. May anybody know how to learn Korean very quickly and easily without it being like high school Spanish class? Because I'd like to learn Korean, and actually I'd like to learn a lot of languages, but I'd rather not go through the experiences of high school Spanish class. That just doesn't work. So learning Korean would be great so I can understand what they're saying, but maybe eventually someday I'll be able to understand Korean if I ever even learn it. This SCV patrolling around. I'm just going to put down that, not command center, barracks. I thought he might go for a command center first, but wasn't quite at the supply where you would get a command center first, and he didn't have enough money by far to get a command center. Only had about 40% of the money you needed for a command center. Although Iron's Nestea is going to go for the expansion first, because 15 hatch versus Terran is pretty much the standard that you go for, no matter what, essentially. Unless you drone scouted and scouted like a proxy racks, double proxy racks. In that case, you probably would put down the pool first, but very few Zerg players actually drone scout nowadays, so we just go for the 15 hatch whenever possible. So if you're looking to take advantage of that, if you're a not Zerg player and you're playing Terran, then of course you can just do a proxy 2 rack and hope that it don't drone scout and notice that anything is wrong. And then we'll all suffer, all Zerg players will suffer because you just do proxy 2 racks all day and destroy our 15 hatch, and then we're all sad and then try Imba, and I don't even know what I'm saying. Nestea going 3 hatcheries before pool without even scouting TaeJa, so very bold move, Mr. Potter. Very bold. Going 3 hatch before pool. Is that? I'm not even sure that's an actual book, a quote from the movie or books. Very bold, Mr. Potter. I don't think that's actually a quote at all. I'm just making that up because Harry Potter is amazing anyway. Nestea doing a very nice job of scouting. Scouting here doesn't see any supply depots or command centers over here. Although if TaeJa had built stuff over here, he might have not seen stuff. Oh, thunder. That's a damper. I don't like thunder. Thunder outside. Whatever. The SCV is going to scout. And then, yeah. What was I saying? Yes. Nestea did go for 3 hatch before pool. Very risky. TaeJa could put on some pressure, but he's not going to. He only has 3 Marines, which really isn't enough. Nestea's spawning pool has completed, but 3 hatch before spawning pool does seem to be a very risky thing to do indeed. If TaeJa went something like Reapers, then Nestea may have some trouble holding it off, just because he would get Zergans and Queen out very late. But Nestea has managed to get away with it without scouting, so either he's very lucky or he's very good and knows what TaeJa is going to do, what Terrans are going to do, whatever the case may be. But TaeJa is going to go for that factory. 1-1-1, probably going to put down a starport after this as he SCVs up. Nestea getting 3 queens so far, may get more queens after this one, and this one finishes. Yes, he's getting 2 more queens, 1 over here and then 1 more over here. So Nestea going for a total of 5 queens. At this one he has 2 on the way, 2 more on the way, so he has 3 right now. He's getting 2 more, so he is going to go for 5 queens. That will really help with Hellion defense to an extent, but it will definitely help his creep spread, and creep spread is such an important thing just about in every matchup. Zerg versus Zerg, getting good creep spread is debatable because it helps you and your opponent, but against this Terran and against Protoss, it pretty much can only hurt, can only help you. Not sure of any situations where it might hurt you, but it definitely helps you, gives you speed, increases vision from the creep tumors, queens move very quickly, and all that stuff. And pretty much, like, if you're gonna go for some kind of Zergling heavy style, Ultralisk heavy style, anything, any style, then creep spread is a very nice thing to have. TaeJa is starting to move out with his 2 Hellions. No Hellbats, just getting more Hellions. getting double engineering bay, so he will be going bio in this game. Will it be biomine or just like marine tank or marine marauder medevac, whatever it may be. But there are three queens here, but only one queen over at this base. But there's another queen. Is it 5 queens? Yes, it is 5 queens. Nestea already up to 52 drones. That is quite a high drone count. Zerg speed about halfway done. Nope. Thought that might be a bailing nest, but that is a hatchery. Macro hatchery is always very good. Dropping frames slowly. I'm at 20 frames. More optimally, it would be at 30, but I think I am recording at 30, but I have no idea. Frame rate is a little bit low right now, but that is irrelevant because Nestea is pulling ahead very quickly in the drone count. He is still at 53, but he is dealing with this Hellion harassment, but he is doing very, very well indeed. So those Hellions doing no damage whatsoever. Yeah, no damage whatsoever. Killing a few creep tumors, getting some damage on those queens, but nothing too significant. More Hellions coming along, so that now there are 5 Hellions with 3 queens here to defend. Zerglings without speed. Zerglings without speed, you can't defend against Hellions with speedless Zerglings. That just doesn't work. Nestea's creep spread not progressing too quickly quite yet, but he's starting to spread that creep, and Zerglings now do have speed, but they're getting roasted extremely quickly. The 2 Hellions do go down though. Frame dropping yet again down to 10 frames, going back up to 20 frames. So any stuttering is because of that. Nestea is going for Bailey Nest, and I think he is going to go for Mutas. I think Whirlwind does favor the Mutalist style, just because of how big and open it is. It's very easy for Mutas to get behind here to the third. A little bit difficult to get into the natural third, but you can all kind of still get into the. You can also get into the natural mineral line just between the third and the natural. So it is definitely easier for Mutas to get to the mineral lines. Even like anything past the natural, like any expansions taken past the natural, definitely is easier to use to harass with Mutas, since there's a lot of airspace behind the third, some airspace behind the fourth, or wherever the fourth is. Fourth maybe over here, more likely over here. But yeah, I think Mutalist style is favored much more on this map just because of all the open airspace. No infestation pit or spire coming down for Nestea quite yet, so we won't quite know if he is going to go Mutas. But whatever he's going to, he doesn't even have 6 gas yet. He has only 4 gas. He could use the extra gas right now since he is lacking in a little bit of minerals. Not sure why he isn't getting any spire quite yet. Could be going for massive Zergling Baneling attack bust at the front. Lifestyle, just massing Zerglings, massing Banelings, just crushing the front of the Terran base. That looks like what he may be doing. He's getting +1/+1 and centrifugal hooks. A lot of Banelings as the thunder continues to roll in from outside, but a lot of Banelings coming in. Centrifugal hooks is about to complete, as well as +1/+1. Nestea looks like to be just going to do a huge Baneling bust at the front. Come on, computer, stop dropping frames. Dropping frames down to 0 frames temporarily right there, but then Nestea is a supply block, but he does have 25 Banelings. However many Banelings that is, 31 Banelings. Is there any in-game sound? Where's the in-game sound? I have no idea. Sounds disabled, but whatever. There is still in-game sound, no in-game music. I don't know why that is, but why is there no in-game music? Whatever, here comes LiquidTaeJa. Oh wait, hang on. Just enable music. Enable music. Why is there no music? Whatever, here comes Nestea with a lot of speedlings. Baneling's gonna roll in. Does TaeJa have any defense? He has 4 bunkers here, though. That's a lot of bunkers, but that's a lot of Banelings as well. And TaeJa just getting completely crushed here at the front. Third base is still alive, but his natural and main are going to be assaulted by all these Zerglings and Banelings. More Banelings rolling in. SCVs here are completely vulnerable. No SCVs have really gone down, though. No SCVs at all, and there's a siege tank here. Nestea's attack looks to have not done anything here. Really had to go for these SCVs right here. All those Banelings could have taken down all these SCVs, and SCVs is really what you need to kill. Yeah, you kill a lot of supply depots, lots of bunkers, but he did no economic damage whatsoever. Only just now killing about 5 SCVs, 6 SCVs, but that's really not enough to justify it. And Nestea only just now getting the spire and a drop over here, will be cleaned up by those Zerglings, but Nestea not doing any damage with those Banelings. Tons of SCVs still mining over here. Tons of SCVs still mining here. Counterattack with these Zerglings is exactly what Nestea needs to do. He has to kill off this SCV. Can't kill off the orbital quickly enough, but going for the Marines, not quite the SCVs. Not sure if I agree with that. Marines will not be cleaned up, and actually a lot of them are surviving. Drops will go on over here. Nestea needs some static defense, and he is quite falling apart right now. He has low supply. His income is suffering because of these drops. And now TaeJa gonna move across the map with a paltry force. It is paltry, so shouldn't do too much damage, but once again, no economic damage done to TaeJa, so Nestea really is kind of behind right now, in my opinion, just because he has not done any damage. He is, harvest count is pretty even. Nestea deciding not to go for the SCVs with those banelings, which is exactly what you need to do. TaeJa clearing out all of these creep tumors, which will push the creep back. TaeJa gonna try to move in, surround all these marines. TaeJa should pick up and gather, which he does. No marines, no medevacs going down. Income still shows that they are pretty even. Nestea's saving up for some mutas, but there's not a lot of mutas. Fire is done, but not really any mutas coming out quite yet. Medevac drop coming over here. I think Nestea anticipates it. There are some Zerglings over here, and we'll see how getting versus TaeJa with a supply lead by 5 supply. It's probably not too significant. 6 mutas coming out, but that's not a lot of 7 mutas coming out. But that's not quite enough to really do it. Not quite enough to do much. That will barely kill a medevac. That won't really kill a medevac very quickly. Probably will barely kill it. But not quite sure what Nestea is going to do next. He's going to get more meters or just focus mainly on lings and banelings. And TaeJa moving yet again, clearing out all these creep tumors. So Nestea will lose that creep, lose his speed bonus, lose his vision. And Nestea looks to be behind in this game. Marine squad coming in, but there are plenty of Zerglings here. And those meters are going to try to chase away that medevac with the speed boost over there. He will get away, but he's not going to get away. He's just going to try to drop here. Losing a lot of marines though, but TaeJa's force coming in over here, but our losing banelings over here. TaeJa with a nice, paying attention quite nicely, able to save all those marines and marauders as the thunder continues to roll outside. I was hoping it would be nice weather, but not quite good weather the past week, which is unfortunate. But +2 coming out for Nestea. Definitely a little bit late. TaeJa already at 2-2 with 2-0 coming on his vehicle upgrades, and 3-3 coming out on his own upgrades and his infantry upgrades. Great spread there by TaeJa. Not enough banelings there by Nestea. Nestea seems to be falling apart just a little bit. He is low on money. Drop over here from LiquidTaeJa. Not doing anything quite yet. Overlord does not really see that. And TaeJa is moving across the map towards over here with his small force, but actually doing quite a bit of damage to Nestea. Just putting a little bit of pressure. And what's the army count? Wow, TaeJa is significantly ahead in that army count. And this drop over here even going to do even more damage. And TaeJa's starting to set up over here by Nestea's by natural and third. Does Nestea have anything to deal with it? His army is moving back, but it is forced to deal with this drop over here. And now TaeJa's going to push up into Nestea's natural. Nestea's going to try to clean up this drop over here. It has been cleaned up successfully, but now he has to deal with this push coming in from TaeJa. Doesn't look like a very big force, but Nestea's army is all the way on the other side of the map, and he will lose the baneling nest. Can't build any more banelings. Will lose double evolution chambers. I'm not sure if +2/+2 finished for Nestea. Yes, it did, so that's good. But he may lose these 2 hatches over here. Going to lose this that evolution chamber, and Nestea's going to set up a flank. Looks like he might come in from the top and from the bottom. Was he just going to go for a counterattack? Not sure if I agree with this. He has to deal with this army. He cannot base trade a Terran. That would be a very bad idea. Losing the macro hatchery, and TaeJa looks to be in a dominant position right now. And here comes Nestea. Is he going to go for an attack? There's a not a lot of tanks, but there's not a lot of banelings either. Marines are spread quite nicely. And Nestea could come in for attack from the top, and he's coming in from the side as well. Banelings need to connect the marines back here, but there are tanks to absorb the baneling hits. Not a lot of marines going down. Oh my god, that's a lot of weird forces coming for TaeJa. Nestea with absolutely nothing to deal with this. He has no baneling nest to build more marines, any more banelings, excuse me. And TaeJa takes the game as the thunder continues to roll in from the outside. I do think Nestea didn't do any damage at all to TaeJa, killing some supply depots, killing some bunkers, but not killing any SCVs whatsoever. And then the supplies were equal, economies were equal, never did any damage to TaeJa, so that definitely was a mistake from Nestea, and TaeJa takes this game. So hope you guys enjoyed that, and thanks for watching.